Hey guys, your pal Brian. We're at the RV Hall of Fame in Elkhart, Indiana. And no, this was not my first RV. Isn't that neat? We kind of had this box, didn't we?
Yeah. It telescopes in.
Isn't that neat? Oh yeah. Beautiful. I think Thor bought Airstream.
I think my mother lived in one of these.
I think. Isn't that neat? Sherba and I started up in a pop-up. Well, actually we started in a tent. We spent 10 years on the ground in a tent. Oh, look, a little fridge with an ice maker. I'm looking to see if Shasta is represented here because Sherba and I were in her daddy's Shasta that was built in the 60s. He loaned it to us. Oh, here's the coffin that is a teardrop style. The mallard. Look at that. The coachman. Oh man, light cover is missing. Yeah, look at that crushed velour. That beast. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law had a bounder, not a whole lot newer than this, if it was at all. Class C. Where's that B? Oh, look at that thing. That's homemade. Oh, looks like the 40s are here. Oh, close. 1937. Look at that. Man, have we gone a long way or what? Fleetwood. I actually had a Fleetwood travel trailer. What's this? 1931 May West house car. You can pause that at your leisure. Mae West was known for her bawdy behavior and her amazing assets. In fact, the life preservers that sailors used back in her time were called Mae Wests. The road chief. Look at that wood. The Lindbergh. This is made for Charles Lindbergh. Travel trailer. Ain't that something? Look at this thing. Well, that's a GM. That's pretty neat. They only built these for a few years, and you'll notice that there's no hump or anything down here because it's actually front wheel drive. Look at that. There's your ice chest. Roomy. I've never seen this thing. What is it? The Star Streak is made by Paul Jones in Cape Coral, Florida. You can pause that at your leisure. Is that something? This is what the 70s looked like. Beautiful. The 28 Pierce Arrow. Oh, that's crazy. Wooden commode. Little motor. The Clark Equipment Cortez, with replete with 70s covering. Looks like a streetcar, whatever that is. The Clark Cortez is 56 years old. I'll try to get around and see most of these. Oh yeah, these are cool. One of the first truck campers. These are actually pretty neat. They just don't have a, well, I guess some of them have a wet shower. Look at that. 1933. The 54 Imperial Mansion, 8 foot wide by 54 feet long. We're going to have to go in this bad boy. Comes with a sewing machine, a Coke. Look at this, 54 feet big. Ooh, the floor is soft back there. That reminds me of what happens to regular travel trailers. There's Mom and Dad's room. There's the head with a proper shower. Bunk for those rotten kids. A regular house-size refrigerator. Look at that thing. What a beast. 1939 Schultz Nomad. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, there's your pot. Glad we don't have to do that. That's the road home coach. The 35 York Rambler. Man, it might have been something going up over passes with this early equipment. You can just pause this. Yes, you would have to sleep in the fetal position. Oh, I would, yeah. Tall fellow. Look at that. Man, oh man, that's a Dodge. I'm going to download this entire video later and post it on my YouTube channel. That's something. Yeah, I always tell people being big is not a survival trait. This is the first production travel trailer, and it's the covered wagon version. Yeah, this is these old GM deals, man. They only build them for like a couple of years. There again, they were trend setting because they were stains. They were front wheel drive. So you didn't have to have this thing with a high center of gravity. There's no drive shaft, nothing driving the rear wheels. They're just sitting there. Well, that was cool. You got a pretty good tour of the place. Yeah, the old Winnebago. You'll see these. I've been all over America, from one end to the other, except for Kansas and Nebraska, of all places. There's a reason for it, by the way. I was told by people from Kansas and Nebraska not to go to Kansas and Nebraska.
Maybe we should use the iPad.
So, yeah, I've seen these mini Winnies sitting out in, literally sitting out in a field. God, these are beautiful. And here's what's funny. My father-in-law, God rest his soul, these were his first vehicles, the Model Ts. I ran a lot of video. Now it's time to find the spousal unit, and I'm going to go through these a little slower. All the best. See ya. Oh, good morning, Annette. I'll wait a minute before I go. You ain't laid eyes on me in months. Oh, here's a truck camper. Look at that. Oh, it did have seat belts. Ain't that something? Yeah, not a fan of the Class Bs and Cs. Although Cs, I recall, that's a van camper. If I was rich, if I had Arkovic or Doris money, I would have the Marshall Rockstar bus. Look at that, a hammock. And I would be towing a Shasta. So I had a big version of this in my yard for some time. My father-in-law had a bigger one. But I'd have the Marshall Weiner Rockstar bus, and I would tow a van camper behind me. That way I could base out of the Rockstar bus and go carry the van camper to places like Moab and spend the night in the van camper. Alrighty, you've seen most everything I've seen. Go back and review. Yeah, the Clark Cortez motorhome. Bet there's pans under every one of these because they leak like a sieve. Yeah, this thing's beautiful. Here, there's that GM thing. It's like somebody redid it modern. Yeah. Alright. See ya. So here's the diorama evolution of RVs. And hit pause as you like of the construction. These are the new ones, examples of new ones. And this is the no bow or no boundaries. Sherbo noted that they don't have any lights on in here. Let's see if I can find a light switch. Let's slide in. We don't want to touch that. It's so dark in here, I have to use my phone to see. No joy. Yeah, they don't have batteries on or anything here, but the phone is actually pretty bright.
This bathroom lights. No, it's not on either.
No.
Okay.
So that's the dark interior of a no boundaries.
It's not really dark. See the interior?
No, I mean dark as in no illumination. It's funny, they put these tires on it. I always wonder why you're going to put treads on a trailer that literally won't be using those tires to grab anything. Now the Jayco, which is a little cheaper, is represented here.
Oh, this is the one with the Murphy bed.
Oh yeah, big old Murphy bed. Ain't that something? Guess the couch folds down. Yeah, Sherba thought a long time ago that the way to go would be Murphy beds.
And if you really, for me, if they would take, because I saw this before, take TVs and mount them, and then you pull it down to watch
Oh
and
yeah,
get it out of your way.
Sherba's an innovator. So let's see the. This is an old Rockstar bus. Oh, and this may be, yeah, it's an old Shasta. Sherba and I were camping in something very similar to this, and it had just like that. Actually, it would have been gas lighting. Our father told us not to use the gas because for heat, because we might die, but we did anyway. Yeah, that's a.
Look bigger than the Shasta we were in.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, these are pretty cool.
Because you walked in, and the kitchen was right here.
Oh yeah, I have no remembrance, and because we were poor, we never took pictures when we were young.
The kitchen was right there. There was no back seat like if you turned this.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this one.
I mean, it was pretty much like this. That made the bed.
Cool. See ya.
Look a lot bigger than